What's happening, people? What's going down with you? I'm sure by now you've heard the news that Devil May Cry, the first Devil May Cry, is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Capcom, the hell are you doing, man? How much are you gonna charge for this fucking game? $10? Like, seriously. You have the HD collection that was on the PS3 and the 360. This is some lazy shit. Just to release Devil May Cry 1. What the fuck is the point? Why not release the trilogy pack and then just for shits and giggles release Devil May Cry 4 as well? That way all the Devil May Cries can be there to make you some money. You're a third party company who I swear is losing their mind. You think it's smart to cut content. You took Mega Man Legacy Collection, you put half of it on the cart and had to download the other half. Mega Man X Legacy, half was on the card, the other half was DLC. You had to download it. I feel as if the bullshit that you added into the Mega Man Legacy collections, both X and non, you could have made the DLC and fit the whole game on the card. And in fact, you should have been able to put all that shit on the card without trying. How broke are you, Capcom? Because this is some broke shit. There is no reason at all that you have trouble fitting 8 to 10 games on one card from the fucking original NES to Super NES and even up to PlayStation 1. How in the fuck? What are you buying? The 1 gig cards and that's it? There's absolutely no reason for that. I gave you a pass with the Resident Evil, but at the same time, I also thought, wait a minute, this game was originally made on the Nintendo DS. So, Capcom, you don't really get a pass for that. We know for a fact that Nintendo offers up to, I think, a 32 gig card for the games, and I think they're coming out with the 64 soon, even though it might have already came out. I really don't know, but it's like you're cheaping out. You're passing on the corners being cut to us. And I know that sounds fucked up, but that is 100% true when you think about it. Why is it they favor discs? They haven't cut corners like they have with Nintendo on any other platform. Why are they doing that with Nintendo and only Nintendo? What's the deal with this, Capcom? You didn't bring Double Cross to the States. We have to get that imported if we want it. And you gave PlayStation 4 and Xbox One Worlds. Why? This all the little mistakes you've made within the Nintendo Switch life cycle thus far has me really worried. Now this has me really worried because you didn't release a physical for Onimusha, which I don't know if that's how you say it. I don't even know how you say that game name, but the zombie fighting fucking samurai. You didn't even bother to release a physical with that game. Now Resident Evil 0 and 1 is going to be exactly like Revelations, only one game is going to be on the card while the other one is a download. Plus, you're charging $10 extra for those who are Nintendo fans. What is going on, Capcom? What's the problem here? Why are you taking your frustrations out on Nintendo? Nintendo has done very little bad to you this generation from what I've seen. You're mad because Resident Evil 7 didn't make any money, bitch. You backed the wrong VR headset. That's on you, okay? And I've talked about that before. For anyone who thought PlayStation was going to flood the market with the VR headsets when they first came out, should have known better. And then for PlayStation to underthink how many they would actually need is their fault. And Capcom, I know you put all your eggs in that basket when it came to the VR headset. Because Resident Evil 7 was the first full-fledged game for the PSVR headset that was mainstream AAA quality. We all know it didn't reach your cells, but this is a game that was not on the Nintendo Switch. It's been able to be streamed to the Nintendo Switch, I think in Japan right now, if it's still going. Nintendo and Capcom this generation, this is the weirdest relationship I've ever seen. Okay? Because it's only Nintendo that Capcom does this weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everything they've done with Nintendo has been fucking odd. Just makes no sense. I don't know if they have like a problem within the company with the company. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't know if there's some problems within Capcom and them not liking Nintendo, or if it's Nintendo fucking with Capcom. I really doubt that it'd be Nintendo fucking with Capcom, just off the simple fact Nintendo only did that with Bayonetta, and they didn't do it since. What I'm talking about, of course, is splitting the content. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's happening. But this has really been the most interesting fucking third party developer that Nintendo has had, just because of all the bullshit between the content, them releasing games and them cutting content to add more content that could have just been DLC when he bought the fucking thing. You know, it's just there's so much there and it makes absolutely no sense. Why is it Resident Evil 7 isn't on the Nintendo Switch everywhere? Even if you're just having to stream the game, why is that not on the Switch? That doesn't make any sense. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, why? Why are you releasing Devil May Cry 1, and why is it only 1 when you should have no problem porting Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, and 4? I could understand 5 being a problem because it's exclusively this current generation's game, but even DMC, I know a lot of people didn't like that game, but you know what? I didn't let the bullshit bother me, and it's an actually really good game when you forget the drama bullshit. It's really good. But y'all are acting like it's a big fucking problem. Devil May Cry is a no-brainer. You're a third-party developer, Capcom. To enhance the most income you can get, you release said game across all platforms to increase profit. You see what I'm saying? Which is why you get paid a very lump sum of money when a company, whether it be Sony, Xbox, or Nintendo, wants a franchise exclusively for them. You get paid more. You get what I'm saying? Because they're trying to equal it out because you are a third party developer. But it's so weird, this relationship. There's people who hate you right now, Capcom. People who grew up with you but can't stand you because they might play proprietarily on the Nintendo Switch, and this is where the relationship with Capcom gets so weird. It's just, you're like, oh man, all that content over there, man, that's cool, man, that's good, but I also have it over here, and you're thinking it shouldn't be this complicated. And you're damn right, it really shouldn't, because Capcom, you're not reinventing the wheel. You're just rehashing it every fucking week for some reason. I get it. Devil May Cry's never been on Nintendo. Yeah, that's good, but again, what's the price tag? Everyone's asking the same thing. What is going to be the price tag? Because you have 3 Devil May Cry games that could be released on the Switch in a trilogy pack, which you've already done for not only the PS4 and Xbox One, but the 360 and the PS3 as well. And we all know if it was on the PS3 or the 360, it can work on the Switch. You see what I'm saying? We know this. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about 3 games tied to 1 that were all on the same one generation starting in the PS2. This should be a no-brainer. This should be the easiest shit y'all have. But you chose to only go with 1. Capcom, has nobody told you April Fools is in April? Because I feel like you're trolling the shit out of us, or you're trying to still pull April Fools bullshit, but you're not even aware we're not even in April no more. I don't know which of the two it is. I am always worried about Capcom when they have something coming to Switch, and it's because of the relationship. Like I said, if you go back and you just start looking at Capcom, every time they do something with Nintendo, it always seems to be so random and so complicated for no fucking reason. And then you look at Capcom and the relationship between them and Sony and them and Microsoft, and you're like, this isn't complicated. Why is it complicated here? Because isn't Capcom's headquarters in Japan? Like, isn't that where they're located at? And I don't know Capcom, maybe you don't know this, but Nintendo's headquarters are in Japan as well, and Sony's too. How in the hell is it you have a problem communicating with Nintendo? I don't get it. I don't get it. Capcom, you're hurting for money, and instead of making it the easiest way to guarantee a buck right now, you make it so complicated that people don't even want to fuck with it. You realize how many people have not only double but triple, if not quadruple, dipped into the Resident Evil franchise as of this generation? Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, and Resident Evil 6 have been re-released on this generation. 5 and 6 came out on last generation, but 4 is on this generation, it's on last generation, and it's on the PS2 and GameCube generation. Let's not forget that it's also on fucking the Wii. It's on the Wii U. I believe it's on the Wii U. I might be wrong about that. No, I think I saw Resident Evil 4 Wii U version. I mean, it's on everything. Everything. This is the most ported game next to Skyrim. Which Skyrim, you're right behind it because you were never on a Nintendo product until now. So I mean, if Skyrim came out tomorrow with a Wii U port, congratulations, you would have the most ports on the fucking planet, Skyrim. Well, you'd be tied with Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 has got one or two more consoles under its belt than you do. And I'm telling, like, I mean, think about it. GameCube, Wii, Wii U, coming to the fucking Switch, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Look at that. That is 8 fucking consoles. That's not mentioning PC versions or other shit like that I don't really know if it's a thing on there or not because I don't know it. But I'm just saying, look at how many times this game's been ported. It's on everything. This is the most ported game of all time. Let's not forget that when you're porting versions of Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1, you are actually porting the GameCube version of those games. You're just touching up the graphics, but that game is the GameCube version. You aren't re-releasing the PS1 version. You're re-releasing the greatest version, which is the GameCube version. I'm telling you. I don't understand Capcom. Why is it Resident Evil costs $10 more on the Nintendo Switch? Why is it the content is split? Why? I don't know. Maybe y'all can figure it out. I just don't get it. And this all just was in my head after hearing it was only Devil May Cry coming to the Switch. And I'm happy we're getting a Devil May Cry. I just wish Capcom would have taken the easier route here because I think this is going to blow up in their face. One, it's only the first game. And two, you can get the other two games that were on the fucking PS2 and PS3 for $30 fucking dollars. Capcom, if it's over $10, no one's going to buy it. You should have released all three. Like I said, I hope this is some bullshit ass, dumb April Fool's late fucking joke or like just something because this is bad. This is bad. This is real bad. Especially from a company like Capcom.